it's the baseball's not like the cart, but you got the table and the chairs and all kinds of fun stuff. Hey, the Stanwood Spartans taking on the Jackson Timberwolves, and let's just jump right into a Spartan wrap-up, and let's talk about the baseball team. They fell behind early to Monroe Bearcats 6-0, but then they started to come back. Spartans kept the lead down to 7-5 in the sixth inning on a Ty Griffin home run to left center field. But that was the score as they went into the seventh. The Bearcats managed to score 2 runs and take a 9-5 lead, and that was the final score. The Spartans will take on Monroe on Monday. They'll take on Marysville Pilchuck on Wednesday. That's a home game you can watch here on TCSNSports.com. Then they travel to Marysville on Friday to wind up their season. Bob, let's save the track team here for just a second, because that's a whole lot of talking here. Let's quickly talk about the tennis team.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. The Spartans ran into a tough 4A school yesterday in the Jackson Timberwolves. The Spartans fell, unfortunately, 7-0. The next 2 matches will be at home Monday against Everett and Wednesday against Lakewood. How about the golf team really quick?
Golf team posted a 174 at Camelot to defeat Arlington, Lakewood, Marysville Pilchuck, and Marysville Getchell. Leading the Spartan golfers were Logan Brandon, who shot a 37. That's 1 over par, followed by J.T. Haglund to take the top 2 places there. Spartans' next meet will be Monday at Battle amongst other high school teams. All right, now let's go to the stadium announcer, Mr.
Ladies and gentlemen, Taylor High School would like to take this opportunity to recognize and honor our graduating senior soccer players and trainers. We'd also like to thank and honor their parents for their support throughout these seasons. To begin with, our senior soccer players, a first-year medal winner, number 3, Edmund Arrero. We would like to thank and honor his parents, Vincent, Sophie, and Doris Pizarro. A 4-year letter winner, number 6, Christopher Daniel. We would like to thank and honor his parents, David and Marquetta Daniel. A 4-year letter winner, number 7, Andrew Hill. We would like to thank and honor his parents, Jason and Leslie Hill. A 3-year medal winner, number 9, Jason Bird. We would like to thank and honor his parents, David and Carly Bird. A 2nd-year medal winner, number 13, Austin Carr. We would like to thank and honor his parents, Matt and Betty Carr. A 4-year medal winner, number 19, Daniel Thompson. We would like to thank and honor his parents, Arthur and Christina Thompson. A 3-year medal winner, number 21, Kevin Ruttenberg. We would like to thank and honor his parents, Eric and Christine Ruttenberg. A 4th-year medal winner, number 24, Thomas Rowley. We would like to thank and honor his parents, Thomas and Michelle Rowley. A 2nd-year medal winner, number 31, Kevin Stevens. And I have to thank and honor his parents, Doug, Lieutenant Doug Chandler and Laura Stevens. A third-year medal winner, number 36, Emmett Pedigo. We would like to thank and honor his parents, Bill and Kathleen Pedigo. And we'd like to thank and honor our senior trainer, the first year participant, Patricia Moses. We'd like to thank and honor Mark and Andrea Moses. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the graduating class of 2021.
The seniors being congratulated. Quote Mr. Ross Short, the best stadium announcer in Wesco, bar none, doing that. We have the Spartan wrap-up, and I think we covered just about everything except for softball and track. So do you want to take the softball?
I'll take the track. I'm ready for it.
Oh, you got the track? All right, go ahead.
So the track team took on Glacier Peak Grizzlies yesterday. It was a good day for the boys, defeating the Grizzlies 81-61. Getting wins for the Spartans were Joseph Heder and Caden Kerrigan, taking first and second in the 100 meters. Joseph also took first in the 200 meters. The Spartans' Malcolm Childs, Isaac Thayer, and Riker Bells took the top 3 spots in the 800-meter race, and in the 4x100-meter relay race, it was the Spartan team of Declan Berry, Caden Kerrigan, Joseph Hayter, and Carson Becht who took first place. The team of Joseph Hayter, Preston Ing, Malcolm Childs, and Declan Berry won the 4x400 relay race also. Spartans Caden Kerrigan, Zane Strebe, and Colton Bartram Scott took the top 3 spots in the javelin. The Spartans also took the top 3 places in the high jump, led by Carson Becht, Colby Campbell, and Chris Taylor. Andrew Norton and Egan Henley were first and second in the pole vault. The girls' team lost, unfortunately, 113-37. Performing well for the Spartans were Aubrey Carr, who won the 3,200 meters, and Cezanne Depew, who was first in the 100-meter hurdles. Baylor Hessel also won the long jump.
All righty, and that leaves softball. Softball team took on the Monroe Bearcats this afternoon. Mike Chandler Field, but the Spartan Bats came alive with 2 home runs this afternoon, but came up short, losing 13-5. Spartan ladies will have a doubleheader on Monday at Marysville-Getchell. Then they'll have a doubleheader in Lakewood on Wednesday. They wrap up their season Thursday against Lake Stevens, and you can hear that game on tcsnsports.com, and that will be on the Stanwood High School YouTube channel next Thursday, the softball game. So we'll have that, and that's going to wrap up the spring season right there for our broadcast. Knock on wood, we have basketball and boys and girls basketball, and who knows, maybe even a little bit of wrestling if the numbers work well in our COVID situation. Not looking good, unfortunately. Hey, we're going to come back. We're going to talk about soccer right after these words. You're listening to Stanwood Spartan Soccer here on tcsnsports.com.
Elton John, audition, take 1.
My name is Elton John.
Cut there. Little less showbiz, Elton.
My name is Elton John.
Bit more showbiz.
My name is Elton John.
Let's go for your Michael Caine impression. Just let's see what it's like.
My name is Elton John.
Beautiful. Cut there.
The more people in society that get vaccinated, the more chance there is of eradicating the national COVID pandemic. It's really important to know that the vaccines have all been through and met the necessary safety and quality standards.
So this is the bit where you're going to have the vaccine now, Elton. So
Right.
Just kind of pretend that you're having the vaccine from a nurse.
Oh,
What was that, Elton?
that was me acting.
Okay. Let's cut there.
And as you can see, I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Thanks, Elton. We'll let you know.
Oh, well, at this short notice, you won't find anyone bigger.
This year has been a very trying year for many in our community, including many of our sponsors. TCSN has decided to broadcast this abbreviated sports season commercial-free in order to give Spartan fans an opportunity to watch and listen to the games. Now, TCSN is a business, and it does take money from our advertisers to cover our cost to broadcast. But until we have a regular sports year, we are glad to webcast Stanwood Spartan Sports for you, the fans. We encourage you to visit our many sponsors who have supported us in the past, as well as all of our local businesses in and around our community.
Papa, can't we telegraph while riding a horse? Son, there ain't no one to blame but Jeffro. He was riding old Betsy the Stallion, tip-tapping away at his telegraph, when blam! Ran right into the side of the saloon. Well, if Jeffro can't do it, neither should you. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Stanwood Spartan Sports on TCSNSports.com.
And welcome back here to Stanwood High School, Bob Larson Stadium. Stanwood Spartans getting set to take on the Jackson Timberwolves. It's a senior night and going to be the last home game this season for the Stanwood Spartans. Bob, the Spartans taking on the Timberwolves. What do you know about this Timberwolves squad?
Well, the Timberwolves are another tough 4A school, and that's all we seem to be seeing here. Obviously, with this COVID protocol rules, unfortunately, we're seeing a lot of 4A teams. Their record this season is a good one, 5-1-1. Their only loss was, a 2-0 loss to the Arlington Eagles. Their only tie was a 2-2 tie to their rivals, the Glacier Peak Grizzlies. The Timberwolves can put it in the goal. They're averaging just under 3 goals per game this season. Their defense is good as well, giving up just a goal per game.
All right, and Stanwood Spartans, they have struggled, Bob, to score goals, but defensively, they were really playing really well in their last game.
You know, I thought in the 3 games that I've been able to watch, the 3 matches I've been able to watch, their defense is really starting to tighten up. We saw them hold, Louise, who was that on Tuesday? Old man disease here. To just two games, 2 goals. That was Glacier Peak, wasn't it?
It was Glacier Peak.
Sorry about that, folks. Just 2-0. Okay, very knock it off. So anyway, just 2 goals, and I thought they did a much better job overall. The 2 goals were tough goals, 2 good shots by the Grizzlies, but overall, I think their defense is getting better and better all the time. Now we just need to find a way to get a ball in the back of the net, and I'm sure that's what Coach Cruz has been working on in between on the 2 practices on Wednesday and Thursday, is I'm sure trying to create some opportunities for their forwards to put some balls in the back of the net.
All right, we'll come back and we'll get Bob's keys to the game right after these words. You're listening to Stanwood Spartan Soccer on TCSNSports.com.
Hey, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that our daughters have what they need to grow and learn. But that isn't the case for nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. that struggle with hunger.
Childhood hunger is a heartbreaking reality that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and provides it to families and children in need.
You can help kids in need in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
When you want to find out about all the events and happenings that affect you where you live, the source to go to, the Stanwood Camino News. Check out the weekly edition every Tuesday. For the latest breaking news, sports, and weather, go to Stanwood Camino News website, scnews.com, online 24/7. So for the news that affects you where you live, go to scnews.com and the weekly Stanwood Camino News.
Hi, this is Ozzy Osbourne. For many years, you know I've had a drink problem, and I'm trying to battle that problem every single day. But one thing I don't do, I don't drive my car when I'm drinking. I get someone to drive me. Do not drink and drive. It's the stupidest thing. If you drink, just don't drive. Not only are you going to hurt yourself, you may hurt some other person, and you wouldn't want that on your conscience, would you?
A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
I'm probably okay to have one more drink before I drive home. I'm probably okay. I open the window to stay alert. Probably okay. I just popped some gum in my mouth. Step out of the car, please. I probably made a mistake.
Probably okay isn't okay when it comes to drinking and driving. If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. A message brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
And welcome back to Bob Larson Stadium. Ross Short is here. He can attest that there's been nothing consumed up here at the press box. It was just a senior moment for us both. I could see you didn't know, we forgot who we played, and then I was thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know who we played either.
Normally we're a really good team.
Welcome to Bob Larson Stadium on the campus of Stanwood High School tonight. Western Conference matchup between your Stanwood Spartans and the visiting Jackson Timberwolves. We remind you that interclass activities are consistent with Boston and the rest of the best learners in the popular cycle for all for the state sport. And remember the Western Conference philosophy: be loud, be proud, be positive. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet tonight's starting lineup first for the visiting Jackson Timberwolves. Junior number 1, Justin Rodriguez Cortez. Senior number 2, William Botham. Sophomore number 3, Joshua Parks. Senior number 5, Nicholas Mimosa. Senior number 6, Alan Michael Hawkins. Senior number 7, Coda McCann. Senior number 7, Lucas Simmering. Senior number 8, Aaron Davidson. Senior number 9, Willis Liam. Senior number 10, Oliver Redford. Senior number 11, Jordan Kim. Senior number 12, Kaya McCann. Senior number 13, Connor Ferguson. Senior number 14, Ryan Kim. Senior number 15, Andrew Joe. Senior number 19, Alistair Gunn. Senior number 20, Luke Suzo. And a sophomore, number 99, Benjamin Ferguson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet your Stanwood Spartans. Number 2, Blake Marie. Senior number 3, Edmund Arroyo. Sophomore number 4, Lane Oakmanell. Sophomore number 5, Oren Osborne. Senior number 6, Christopher Daniel. Senior number 7, Andrew Hill. Sophomore number 8, Yair Gomez. Senior number 9, Jason Bird. Senior number 12, Kadeem Wilson. Senior number 13, Austin Carr. Senior number 14, Auntie Myers. Senior number 15, Eliza Smith. Senior number 17, Connor Dolberg. Senior number 19, Daniel Thompson. Senior number 21, Kevin Rosenberg. Senior senior, number 24, Thomas Rowley. A senior, number 31, Kevin Stevens. A senior, number 36, Evan Pettigrew. A junior, number 37, Dylan Mendez. And a sophomore, number 39, Brady Roberts. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise in honor of the nation as the Stanwood High School Jazz Ensemble performs our national anthem.
Ensemble, another outstanding effort by them, and they added, I think, some bird chirping this time. I can hear the birds adding a little bit to it. Stanwood Spartans getting set to take on the
Who else do we got up there? Aurora, we need these guys. Kind of opens up everything, and we just need to get that pressure on us. And one of those young men need to find a way to just kind of individually put something in the back of the net.
All right, and I agree with you totally. I think the offense is going to need to step it up. Not that they have not been trying. I had a chance to talk with Coach Cruz after the last game, and he said they really haven't had a chance to even practice much offense. It's the fact that shortened season, trying to institute his program, he thought defense is where it needed to go.
No, he's absolutely right. You're talking about 5 practices before the season starts, and then you have 5 days each week, and 2 of those are game days. Gives you 3 days, just trying to get your team back into shape, let alone trying to teach them something new.
All right, the Timberwolves started up. They pass it and back. Abdi almost got in there to steal it away. But the Timberwolves pass it back now, working it forward. Good. Well, I can say a good crowd relatively. A lot of parents here because of senior night. And a long pass downfield. And Spartan defenders, I think that was Stevens that got back there and booted it out.
I think there's a foul potentially.
And this
I
is
see a card to boot.
And it's going to be Carr at goal, and this could be a penalty against Stanwood, and this could be dangerous right off the bat. Spartan's going to set up a 3-person wall. The referee's going to they pointed backwards. I always like that optimistic. Well, we'll line up here. No. They always get pushed back about 5 yards or 6 or 7. All right, here's a left-handed kick, and it's way up and over the goal, so Spartans dodge a bullet there. And Carr will take care of the goal kick, just getting underway. Second half of a doubleheader here on TCSN.
That's something that should have been finished by Jackson. You don't get too many easy opportunities like that. Shame on them for not finding a way to put that free kick in.
Hill has it, trying to get it upfield. Good pass on the right-hand side. He got that over to Thompson, and the ball goes out of bounds. Going to be Timberwolf throw in. Throwing it in will be Willis Lang. Get out on the right-hand side to Semmering. Timberwolves doing a good job, little give and go right there, and now passing the far end of the pitch. And there is the cross. Stevens giving chase, and it's going to go out of bounds right at the corner. Going to be Spartan throw in. I mean, right at the corner. Just went to the right of the corner post. And that one booted off a Timberwolf, and it's going to be Spartan throw in. Thompson will be throwing it in for the Stanwood Spartans.
Oh, referee, give him no love on that throw in there.
And
that should be out of bounds too, but they gave it to him.
And a long header back downfield.
Jason.
And Thompson's, they pass it back to their goalie, Berg, giving chase. Timberwolves reset. Hill gets in there, steals it away for the Spartans. Now a pass up the left-hand side, trying to find Arrero. And a Timberwolf gets it, and they'll pass it back to their goalie.
Like Hill here in the midfield, he's doing a good job so far.
So now Timberwolves will work it back. And there's a boot right there. There's Hill. Almost had it stolen. Had the steal. Timberwolves keep control. Now a long pass way downfield. They try to get that one over to Ramoso. And he crosses it over. This could be trouble. There's a header and in.
Wow, that was a really nice pass by Ramoso.
That was Ryan Kim. Ramoso that was a 20-yard pass and right off Kim's head. Ryan Kim, senior, put it in the corner.
Well, you know, their short passing isn't very strong, but their long passing is really strong.
And now all of a sudden it's a 1-0 ball game. Early in this ball game, plenty of time to get back into this. Timberwolves will throw it in. They throw it backwards. Chasing it down is Berg. Guerrero pressuring it on that far side of the pitch. Along with Berg, Timberwolves have to pass it backwards. And then a pass across the pitch. Hill right there. Timberwolves again trying to bring it forward. Spartans trying to keep it on their offensive end. Back and forth passing. Now Stapleton, a long pass to the sideline, and this one goes long and out of bounds. And a long throw in. Berg trying to keep it in, and it's going to get booted out by a Timberwolf. Next week, we've got baseball on Wednesday. Spartans hosting the Marysville Pilchuck Tomahawks. And then we have softball against Lake Stevens on Thursday. So Spartans will be throwing it in on that far side.
That's Roderberg out there.
Roderberg throwing it in right into the box. Berg takes a hard shot to the back there.
That's Daniels.
Well, excuse me, Daniels takes a hard shot to the back, and ball gets booted out. It was a good throw in. Rodberg going to be throwing this in again right around the same spot. Okay, there's the throw in. And the Timberwolves control it. And a long pass downfield. Here come the Timberwolves. Thompson putting pressure on it. Timberwolves go give and go, but they pass it out of bounds. Trying to find McCann heading down that left-hand side. Goes out, and it will be a Spartan throw in. They get it into Abdi. Timberwolves pass it out, and there's a long shot from 33 yards out. And this one, Carr has no problems with picking it up.
He got a little optimistic there. I don't know if he's looking for somebody there, but there was nobody there for him anyhow. But optimistic on that shot.
All right, there's a header heading the right direction. Herrero, almost had it. Spartans would have had the numbers there. But right now, here come the Timberwolves. There's a pass into the center. Rowley putting some pressure on the Timberwolves. Maybe applying a little bit of an elbow. Referee didn't see it. So if the referee didn't see it, it didn't happen. Timberwolves pass it on the outside. And now they get on over to Ferguson. Ferguson trying to find some room and gets booted out by a Spartan. They get it back to Ferguson in there, and right there's Thompson battling for it. And they're going to charge Thompson for the penalty. I think Thompson just lost his balance there and fell forward. I don't think that was anything intentional, but referee still called the foul on him. Here comes the free kick. It's an arcing shot up and over. That was Oliver Gisler. And Carr made sure that wasn't going in. So it ends up being a goal kick for the Stanwood Spartans. 1-0 our score. Carr sends it back. And long boot downfield trying to find Hill. Hill puts on the Rockets. And the goalie gets the pass, and he passes it out of bounds. Going to be Spartan throw-in, and Thompson's going to be throwing it in.
I'd like to see a little more action there, Art. I don't know that our forwards are pressing those goalkeep kick as good as they could. Some of these goalkeepers cannot handle that pressure, and this is exactly what happens. Gives us opportunities here.
All right. Rottenberg going to be throwing it in here. He can launch it. Get it into that penalty box. Anything can happen. This time, though, a Timberwolf will control it for a while and knock it out of bounds. It's going to be Spartan throw in. Thompson will be throwing it in on the near side. He's directing traffic. Gonna throw it back and gets up to Rowley. Rowley sends it up to Herrero. Herrero battling for it, and the Timberwolves come away with it. Quickly bring it down. And there's a pass in the center. And crossover. And that was similar to that pass that they scored a goal on, kind of high arcing rainbow. If Mr. Kim put a head into it and knocked it in the goal in the corner. Okay, getting set to come in will be Blake Reed. And he's coming in for Thompson.
We had all the seniors starting, of course, because of senior night, but now we're going to start to see the regular starters start filtering back in again.
Blake Reed throws it in. Good throw in, gets it up the hill. And Battling for it is Daniel. Daniel putting some pressure on it. Timberwolves go back, and there is Abdi gets a foot, and he gets a steal. See if the Spartans can keep going forward with it. And Spartans just got mugged. Did I hear a whistle? I thought I heard a whistle.
So did I.
Guess not.
Must have been a play-on whistle, I guess, huh?
Yeah. Timberwolves come away. Spartan just got sandwiched there, and no penalty. Timberwolves moving around. There's a long arcing shot from way out, and it's going to be wide of the goal, and it'll be a goal kick for the Stanwood Spartans. Long boot down. I'd be almost getting his head on it. Herrero battling for it. Herrero coming away with it. Spartans may have the numbers. Long pass down the center, and there's the
right idea, just unlucky.
Timberwolf getting right in the way, and then Abdi again deflects a Timberwolf pass. They bring it down. Ryan Kim working on Blake Reed. Can't go forward. He'll pass it back. Long pass midfield. And Ramoso trying to send it to the goal. Carr right there to pick it up.
We give Carr a save on that one.
Yeah. Moso, boy, some good handling skills to that young man.
Yes, he had some nice ball skills there, didn't he?
And a goal kick, or handled by the Spartans. Rowley trying to send it back up, and it's going to be blocked by the Timberwolves. Now the Timberwolves come on to attack. And Herrero breaks it up for just a second. Now Abdi gets a foot into it. Herrero trying to pass it back. Timberwolf steps in front of it. And now we got a Timberwolf on the far side. Nobody on him, and he launches a long arcing pass again, kind of in front of the goal mouth, and this one goes out of bounds. It's going to be Spartan ball. But he had plenty of time to kind of put that ball right where he wanted, and trying to find Kim again. Reed will throw it in, gets it up to Abdi. Timberwolves send it back over in the center. This one's stolen away. Rowley gets it, and he puts it, launches it downfield. And look at Edmund Herrero put on the Jets and chase that down. But too much ground to make up. Get it off to Hill. Hill.
Oh, needs some communication there. Help him out with a man on.
Had to pocket pick from behind. And Timberwolves lose a pass, and Spartans take control. Hill sends it, launches it downfield. Berg giving chase, and goalkeeper for the Timberwolves is going to pick it up. I believe that's Justin Rodriguez Cortez. And there's Rowley gets a head on it. Timberwolves pass on the far side. This could be trouble. Launching a shot, missed a rocket, goes over the goalpost and over the backstop, and I think that's down by Rite Aid, down the hill.
These guys need to take it back a notch. They're getting some opportunities. They're not giving themselves the chance to finish, though. Thankfully.
Yeah.
And we're still looking at waiting for our first shot on goal. So we're getting some ideas going, but we need to just get that one to get past.
And Carr launches it way downfield, and there's Berg chasing it down, and
I don't think he can pick it up.
I thought that was off the head of.
Maybe you could do it off a head and not off a foot. I don't know how that's any different, though.
I don't either. All right. Edmund Herrero gets a steal in the corner. Passes it back over in the center. Oh, you can see that one happening. It looked like Hill was Rowley just shy of maybe getting a foot on that, maybe launching it towards the goal. But now here come the Timberwolves, quickly bringing it down. Timberwolves do a good job of moving it inside and out. Now there's an outside in pass, and right there, Spartan to break it up. Abdi and I think it's Berg. There is another shot and just wide of the goal. And this one, Mr. Carr's going to have to chase down.
Running out of the balls, unfortunately. All those ones ended up down there by the right aid. Give him a chance to pick up both of them at the same time, I think, although he didn't.
That's the one thing we've seen with COVID that I think I bring up every game is years past, there'd always be a rec team, with some youngsters running, around the field that would be glad to go chase down a ball.
We need to get some of these enterprising Stanwood advertisers to put up those little walls like they have for the regular teams.
There we go. All right, Blake Reed trying to turn it around, and this one goes off a Timberwolf and goes out of bounds. Blake's chasing it down. 1-0 our score if you're just tuning in. 22 minutes left to go in the half. Spartans taking on the Glacier Peak Timberwolves, who have a 5-1-1 record. And this one goes off a head of a Spartan and up the hill and off a Timberwolf. Hill getting set to throw it in. Good throw in, trying to find Berg in the middle. Just a little bit long. Spartans looking to send that forward. No, move it backwards. Raudberg passes it up to Blake. Blake sending it up. Blake Reed. Passing back. Timberwolves take control of the ball. Timberwolves do a very good job of passing the soccer ball. Now a long pass down to the sideline, inside, and Abdi breaks it up for a moment and breaks it up again. They get over to Kim. Kim launches it across the goal mouth, and that was dangerous.
Let's take that. There we go.
Yeah, Stevenson got it out of there. Spartans looking to move it out to go left-hand side to Hill, and pass just a little long. It's going to go out. Bounds will be Timberwolf throw in. Timberwolves happy to pass it back. And here they come again. And right there, Blake Reed puts a big boot onto it and sends it to the sideline. And there's another steal. I think that.
Push it, push it, push it. Don't stop.
Guerrero. And Timberwolves come back away with it. And again, stolen away by the Spartans. Timberwolves looking to get that cross. They do. And
back of the net there.
And see the number of the young man. That was up and in.
I think it's number 5 who got that in.
That'd be Ramoso. Just had a feeling that they were just getting too many crosses that were just almost going in. So Spartans will pass it back. They're down 2-0 now. Rally. Looking to get up to Arrero. Stolen away by the Timberwolves. Here they come again. And TJ Rowley just got run over broke it up, got it up to Herrero. Herrero put the brakes on and passes it back. And Timberwolves long boot downfield. Blake Reed gets a head on it, gets it up the hill. To Timberwolves again. Have it. They do such a good job of passing. On the left-hand side, give it up over to Kim, Ryan Kim. Passes it back to Lang. And Blake Reed said he's seen enough of that. He's going to get in there and break it up. And it hits it off a Timberwolf.
Nice try, Blake. Tried to get a few extra yards in that throw in, but got caught.
He throws it in off ahead, and it's going to be Berg battling up down there for it. Daniel sends it up over, and there's Herrero right in front. Oh.
Needed a one-touch, but that pass was not a good enough bounce pass to him, unfortunately.
Here come the Timberwolves. And long arcing pass across the pitch. Here come the Timberwolves, and right in the centers could be trouble. And Stevens gets a
foul on the Jackson Timberwolves.
Stevens went down. I think, is that Stevens or is that 36 Pedigo?
36 Pedigo, yeah.
On the far side of the field.
There's the Timberwolves' first foul of the night, believe it or not.
So we're going to take a break here, and we'll be back. Our score, Timberwolves 2, Stanwood nothing. This is Stanwood Spartan Soccer on TCSNSports.com.
Hi, everyone. Al Roker here. As a guy with his own catchphrase, I appreciate that Smokey's only said,
"Only you can prevent wildfires."
But I'm filling in because there's a lot more to report. Like when there are parched or windy conditions out there, you gotta be extra careful with things like burning yard waste. After all, wildfires can start anywhere, even in your neck of the woods. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
GOAT, G-O-A-T, acronym, stands for Greatest of All Time. As in, spaghetti sandwiches for dinner? They're my fave. Dad, you're the GOAT.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Stanwood Spartan Sports on TCSNSports.com.
1 in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man, you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Neil Armstrong waited 6 hours and 39 minutes to step onto the surface of the moon. Jackie Robinson waited 20 months to play his first game with the Brooklyn Dodgers. And even DiCaprio had to wait 22 years to win an Oscar. You can wait until your destination. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopRex.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Well, when we go to break, we might have the most exciting play of the game. It was a shot that Carr extended out horizontally, got a hand on it, and saved a goal for the Spartans.
Nice job, real nice job. Just one hand, too. It was totally an outstretch. He was able to deflect that ball away. Corner to Jackson. Jackson was able to do anything. We just missed another cross right before the start here. Jackson wasn't nobody home to take care of that cross. That was a dangerous-looking cross. Thankfully, no one was home.
All right, there's a long throw-in and a couple of headers, and it's down in the defensive end of the Timberwolves for just a moment. Herrero trying to turn it around. And here come the Timberwolves. Timberwolves lead this one 2-0. Blake Reed sending it up forward, trying to find Berg and Daniels. And they pass it back to the goalie. The goalie can't pick it up. And True tries to pass it to the defender, and Herrera almost got the steal.
Tried to pick his pocket, but just couldn't snag it.
And all of a sudden, here come the Timberwolves.
They had to wait. They had an offsides going on there, but they were able to pull it back in time to stop the offsides.
And, there's a launched shot. And a great save by Mr. Carr. Blocks it out, and it was a deflection that was forced back in by, I believe, Timberwolves. We see his name, but either case, Carr was there, and he stopped both.
Yeah, there's 2 nice saves in a row. That one was a blast, and Carr was able to stop that, and then the rebound, he was able to collect that one in.
Long boot by the Timberwolves goalie. Spartans fans making a little bit of noise there. Battling for it is Abdi. Abdi into Herrero. Ball up in the air. Berg trying to get his head on it. Send it out there. Daniel, Spartan midfielders rally trying to keep it up in the defensive or the offensive end for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves drop back and keep dropping again. It's heading the Spartans' direction. Now they start moving it forward. And now here they come. Timberwolves can come, move in a hurry. They pass it, and all of a sudden they've got some speed when they need it. Again, the Timberwolves will drop. Back to the goalie. Now forward. 11 minutes left to go in the half. Again, Timberwolves lead 2-0. Now they've got a breakaway. And chasing him down is Abdi. Abdi slows him down for a moment. And now a long left-footed shot. And this one, again, another one that was heading downtown. 2-0 our score. Final home game. Our final broadcast of soccer this season. I think
kind of weird how it worked out for them, unfortunately. Last week, no home games on that last week.
Yeah.
Two on this week.
Carr sets it up for the goal kick. Puts a good foot in it. Blake Reed gets a good head on it and sends it the right direction. And Abdi boots it out of bounds. I think he was trying to deflect that off a Timberwolf, but didn't happen. Now Timberwolves looking to move it upfield. And they do. Quickly bring it into the defensive end of the Spartans. A long crossover. And there is a shot and another save by Mr. Carr. That was a sneaky one from way out.
That's about 35. It's going to end up being a corner kick.
Turned out to be a nice evening today. Did the baseball game. I don't know if you had a chance to listen, but you know how you get out there and you just feel a couple of raindrops.
Right. No, I noticed some raindrops as I was driving by. But
so I got the garbage sacks out, and I was prepared. And as soon as I put the garbage sacks out and cover everything, there's the corner kick. It stopped, of course. And as soon as I'd talk about the rain stopping, I'd feel it again. So I had the garbage bags out the whole day. Then the Spartans are going to have to, or the Timberwolves are going to have to do this corner kick one more time. That was deflected off. Now they do a short back. And a launch shot into the side of the goal, and that is going to be a goal kick for the Stanwood Spartans. We really have been blessed for weather.
Well, sneaky warm. The clouds have been up all day long, and you would have thought it would have been a cooler day, but I was in Seattle this afternoon. It was 62 degrees there. I couldn't believe how warm it was.
Standish coming in for Abdi. And Carr puts his foot into it. Timberwolf puts his noggin into it, sending it the Spartans' defensive third. Wolf getting pressured.
Oh, my. The Oscar goes to, who's that, 13? 17.
17. That's not on my roster.
Penalties, yeah.
But young man, he felt a little contact. I'm going to fall down. Blake, he's very aggressive. He will attack the ball, and that time I think defender or the Timberwolf felt that and hit the turf. And they get the free kick and bounces out and then shot, and this one kicked over the goalpost. And again, another one that's heading down. Going to make Mr. Carr chase her down there.
They're trying to wear him out by going to get the.
Oh, next week, as I mentioned before, we've got baseball on Wednesday. Stanwood taking on Marysville Pilchuck, and then on Thursday it's fast pitch. That'll be the end of the spring season, an abbreviated spring season. We await to hear what will happen for the winter season, which was slated to start about the second week of May. But we get bumped down in our COVID phase, we could be changed.
Nice.
There's a ball, and Hill trying to chase it down. And Timberwolf cut the angle. Dropped it back to the goalie, and the goalie sent it out, and it's going to be Timberwolf throw in. And Standish, stealing it away for a second. And Standish gets a foot on it again. Berg now chasing around. And there is Arrero on that far side. Ball goes out of bounds.
I like the makeup of this side right now for Stanwood. I think Coach Cruz has got a good-looking side right here. We'll see if they can mesh fast enough to put something together and maybe make this a little closer at the half.
Timberwolves drop it back. And putting some pressure, Mr. Reed.
I think that's Hill, actually, isn't it?
Nope, that's
it
Blake.
is Reed. You're right. Way up from his back position. Nice work there.
And Timberwolves quickly send it forward. And there's a long pass downfield off Berg's head. Berg trying to keep it alive. Gets double teamed.
Needs a drop.
Drops it back. Daniel sends it up towards the goal.
Saw Arrero there, but I think you need to drift that over a little more to the left. But once again, not a bad idea. One of our strongest attacks so far.
Yeah. I am hearing a cheer from the Stanwood Spartan cheerleaders that I have never heard ever in my life.
Well,
Here come the Timberwolves.
But I can never remember exactly where we learned it from.
At least it's the first time I've paid attention to it.
Yeah, normally you're calling the game, so you don't get to hear the sidelight stuff.
2-0 our score. 4:22 left to go in the half. Timberwolves lead this one. Long throw in. They get that one down over to Ramoso. Ramoso passes it across the pitch. And right there, broken up by a Stanwood Spartan. They get it up to Arrero. And trying to get this up to Daniel.
You got to drop. No, you don't.
Oh. Yeah, he had Hill behind him. And it's going to be a goal kick for the Timberwolves.
They're already into their 2-minute with the half to go defense there.
Yeah. And there's missed pass, and right there to make him pay is Daniel. And he's battling 3 Timberwolves, and finally the Timberwolves come away with it. Daniel battling hard there for it. Now Stanwood coming up with it, and that was Standish. Timberwolves drop it back. Right there to Daniel. Applied a little bit of a right forearm. There's a little give and go to Edmonds. Edmund Orrero. I like that.
A little back heel by Berg there.
Yeah.
Really nice job. So we get our first corner kick.
First corner kick. Matter of fact, I'm not sure if they had a corner kick against Glacier Peak. Who's kicking this, Bob?
Looks like it's Orrero, but let me double check on that.
I think that is going to be Rowley now.
24, yep.
And
who just came off?
And I'll tell
Daniels.
you, just a Daniel. Okay, here's the kick. High arcing pass off ahead. No, it's going to be picked up by the goalkeeper, Cortez.
And I think coming in was Kadeem Wilson's coming in for Daniel.
All right, Hill has it. Gets it up to Wilson. Wilson had it for a moment. Timberwolves on the attack. There's Blake Reed. Gets it up over to Wilson. Wilson pass it back. And the long boot. There's Berg trying to find it. Wilson trying to add some pressure. And Wilson rushing that goalkeeper. He's making sure he stays honest. And I think Spartans need to do more of that. Don't just assume that goalkeeper is going to have an easy time of booting it out. Here Blake gets it around one defender. Long pass on up to Hill on the sideline. And this time it's going to be booted out by the Timberwolves.
Good last 5 minutes of this half. We've been seeing a lot more pressure, a lot more on their third of the field, the Timberwolves' third of the field. Look at that. We've got all of our defenders are actually on the 40 of the Timberwolves. You don't see that too often. Good to see.
No.
Good to
You sure don't. And they're chasing this one. Must have went to Higgins. Now here he comes. And Spartans will be throwing it in. This could be a dangerous throw-in right in that area on the 5-yard line. It's high and arcing in. And Spartans trying to battle it and get it out. Hill crosses it up and over. Rautenberg up to Wilson. Drops back. Timberwolf steps in front of it. Now the Spartans are going to have to hurry up to get back on defense. And
nice job.
Who was that? Was that Standish? And Timberwolves still on the attack.
Well, that was 31. So
and
Stevens?
That was Stevens. Wilson to Blake, and that is going to do it for the half. So at the half, it is the Jackson Timberwolves 2 and the Stanwood Spartans nothing. We'll come back with some halftime stats right after these words. You're listening to Stanwood Spartan Soccer on TCSNSports.com.
Steven.
Who said that?
Me, down here.
Ugh, what are you, a yellow booger?
I'm a banana slug, Steven.
What are you doing in my room?
I'm your sense of adventure. It's been a long time since we've had an adventure in the forest.
Mom took me to the forest last year.
I'm a slug, Steven. It took me a long time to get here.
You're right. I should get out.
Yeah, the forest is not that far away.
Hey, Mom!
Come to the forest where the more adventurous you lives. Check out discovertheforest.org for cool places nearby. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Completely ready to adopt a teen.
For late nights writing English papers.
For your teen's music taste.
For dinners, where they talk more on their phone than with you.
For the first time, they call you mom.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen, and you can't imagine the reward.
To learn more about adopting a teen, visit adoptuskids.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Stanwood Spartan Sports on TCSNSports.com.
These are the sounds of a dinner that almost didn't happen. A dinner now served thanks to people like you. Due to COVID-19, 17 million more Americans may face hunger. Feeding America is helping our neighbors in need. And if you're able, you can too. Donations are being accepted at feedingamerica.org/coronavirus. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
This year has been a very trying year for many in our community, including many of our sponsors. TCSN has decided to broadcast this abbreviated sports season commercial-free in order to give Spartan fans an opportunity to watch and listen to the games. Now, TCSN is a business, and it does take money from our advertisers to cover our cost to broadcast. But until we have a regular sports year, we are glad to webcast Stanwood Spartan Sports for you, the fans. We encourage you to visit our many sponsors who have supported us in the past, as well as all of our local businesses in and around our community. And let's go to Ross Shorty, who announces the senior cheerleaders.
A first-year medal winner, Lily Muncie, who represents Matthew. A first-year medal winner, Patricia Moses. She represents Mark and Henry Moses. A first-year winner, Bailey Plastic. Who represents Paul Plastic and Laura Anderson. And a first-year winner, Ava Schroeder. Who represents with Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the graduating class of 2021.
Stanwood's Bob Larson Stadium, the senior cheerleaders getting their due recognition, and class of 2021. Boy, they sure have gotten the short stick of opportunities that this class, I noticed, especially these athletes in the spring season. Their season was all wiped out last year,
right? And not even a shot at it. Of course, the winter season all got shrunk too, and a lot of those people did not get a chance to finish off theirs. But yes, unfortunately, the spring sports and the spring squads, the cheerleading squads, just never even got a whiff of that last year.
And this class of 2021 doing the remote classes and hybrid and all part of this wonderful world of COVID.
Stanwood had a really nice job with their graduation last year. It'll be interesting to see what they do this year. I got to see a couple different graduation situations last year through various family members, and I really felt like Stanwood had one of the best graduation programs for
COVID. How did they do that?
They had all the individuals go over to Utsalati because at the time Camino Island was open at a phase 2, and Stanwood itself proper was not. So they were able to have everybody go through and receive a diploma and shake a hand, or not really shake a hand, but kind of shake a hand. So you got to see the student come through and get a picture and all that kind of stuff. Other high schools that I saw, they just kind of had their yearbook photo flashed across the screen, and so it was really special, I thought, for them, for the class of 20.
Good.
And so hopefully we'll be able to do something just as exciting for this class of 21.
Maybe even a little, hopefully numbers will start going the right direction, and we'll have a regular graduation.
Well, we traditionally, of course, have it out in the Stanwood Stadium, thus being outside. It might make it easier to somehow create something that's, more accessible by people because of being outside. So we'll see how that all goes.
And again, we're looking at COVID numbers as far as the winter season, which is scheduled to start May basketball, boys and girls basketball, and wrestling, and we were looking forward to it. I was just talking to Tom Wilfong, the athletic director, is coming in, and I said, I have a schedule, I just can't post it, and he goes, yeah, so do I, but. So we're crossing our fingers.
Is there going to be swimming also? Boys swimming should be. I mean, I know they don't swim against anybody, but I would assume it'd be like the girls, and that is they get to do a Thursday meet every Thursday. I assume the boys are still doing that.
All right, Bob. What do we have in the as far as stats here as we get to talking, reminiscing?
The stats we didn't really appreciate seeing that as a 2-0 score for the Timberwolves, but I really liked the way that Coach Cruz's team was looking there in the last 5 minutes. We keep that kind of attitude up, and I think the second half will be a very exciting second half. Anyway, some other numbers here. Shots on target by the Timberwolves, 7. Shots off target, 2. Unfortunately, not a shot on target or off target for our Spartans. We need to find a way. We got 1 corner for the Spartans, 3 corners for the Timberwolves. 1 free kick for us, 3 kicks for the Timberwolves. 5 saves by Austin Carr, and a couple of them really spectacular. The one diving one-hander. That was unfortunately happened while we were away. And then that combo that he had where it was a blister from about 25, 30 yards out. He punches that one, then gets the rebound, and another spectacular save on that second rebound, too. So nice job there by him. 3 fouls against your Spartans, 1 foul, only 1 foul against the Timberwolves tonight. A yellow card on the early foul against Stanwood. We do not know who that was against, but unfortunately, quickly, an early yellow foul. I was a little worried that when you see a yellow card that fast, it's always kind of exciting that way. But nothing came of it. So, and that is really all we have. No offsides, and so that's pretty much it for first half stats.
All righty, we're going to come back for the second half right after this. This is Stanwood Spartan Soccer on TCSNSports.com.
COVID vaccine is a critical tool to protect yourself and in the pandemic.
But you might have questions about its safety. The same safety measures used for all vaccines were used for the COVID vaccine. Tens of thousands participated in vaccine trials to prove it's safe.
Since then, millions of people of all races and ethnicities have gotten the vaccine and experienced only mild side effects.
I got the vaccine to protect myself, my family, and my patients.
When it's your turn, trust the facts. Get the vax.
Hi, this is Ozzy Osbourne. For many years, I've had a drink problem, and I'm trying to battle that problem every single day. But one thing I don't do, I don't drive my car when I'm drinking. I get someone to drive me. Do not drink and drive. It's the stupidest thing. If you drink, just don't drive. Not only are you going to hurt yourself, you may hurt some other person, and you wouldn't want that on your conscience, would you?
A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
And welcome back. Bob Larson Stadium is the Stanwood Spartans taking on the Jackson High School Timberwolves. 2-0 our score. Timberwolves lead this one. Spartans moving right to left. And again, you're going to watch this game on YouTube. Go to YouTube in the address bar, type in Stanwood High School, and you'll see Stanwood versus Jackson High School. Click on that. And you can watch it as well as listen to us. I want to thank Mr. Short, Ross Short, who is the head of the CTE department, Career Technical Education, manning the cameras. All right, Spartans have it and had it. Timberwolves come on the attack. They go on that far side of the pitch and trying to get to it and send it across, but a Spartan right there.
And Mr. Reed over there. Couple of additions for the second half. We have Yawar Gomez and Grady Roberts both in the back line. Austin Carr still playing goalkeeper for Coach Cruz.
Here come the Timberwolves. Drop it back. The young man who had an opportunity to launch it, and he does. It's going to be a goal kick. But it looked like the seas had parted there for a second for him. Right, we were right behind him, at least to my angle, and he had a pretty clear shot to a goal, but
I think he was actually trying to cross that in for Kim over there in the corner, but he did probably have a better shot at goal than he did on the cross.
Goal kick controlled by the Timberwolves. Timberwolves drop back. And there's a cross, but there's a shot and up and over. And Mr. Carr is going to have a goal kick. Won't have to chase him as far here. On this end of the field. Yeah. At least we hope. Is that Gomez kicking the goal kick?
Yes, it is.
And he puts a foot into it. Rottenberg had it for a sec. Gomez gives it a second boot, and this one goes out of bounds. Timberwolves will throw it backwards. Chasing it down for Stanwood is Mr. Wilson. Kadeem Wilson. Now the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Spartan throw in. You just kind of feel it. We kind of said it in the pregame. Spartans can get just one goal in. You kind of feel that it might get their confidence up. Maybe they can get 2 or 3. There's a long pass down the field. And it's going to go out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolf throw in. Throw in. Grady Roberts battling for it. Timberwolves have it. Quickly bringing it down the field is a Fuso. Drops it back. They drop it back again. And even further, Kadeem putting a little bit of a pressure on it. Now they move forward.
Offsides. Interesting.
Huh? I tell you, say, So it'll be a free kick for the Spartans. Gomez will be set to kick it. And good boot. And there, I was going to say it's broke loose, but now Timberwolf right there. Gomez trying to turn this around. And he's now in a foot race, and there's a shot on goal. Mr. Carr right there to pick it up.
The Timberwolves unhappy, but I think Gomez did a good job of just getting in his way on that. But tough to get a shot off with Gomez in your way and Carr there.
Yeah. Mr. Gomez, we've seen him really kind of earn a starting position here in the last 2 games. He came in relief, and he's done a good job on the defensive end for the Spartans. Now be a Timberwolf throw in. Roberts battling for it. Timberwolves drop it back. They drop it back again. Wilson giving pressure on it. They pass it back to Berg. It's back over on the side. Berg giving chase.
New goalkeeper for the Timberwolves, too. Must be Benjamin Ferguson. He's number 99.
Spartan throw in. They throw it up. Berg puts a head up on it. And, goalkeeper Ferguson comes out. Trying to chase that down was Hill. Timberwolves come right back on the attack. Timberwolves do a really good job of holding their position and knowing where each other are with these passes, don't they?
They do a good job. I wasn't impressed with their first 5 minutes of passing, but they've tightened up their passing. But they really do a good job of their long passes are really well placed.
Timberwolves have it on the offensive third. Their offensive third. And across the pitch. somebody open. Spartan defense has been fairly tough. Here come Timberwolves, and that's stolen away. And there's a long pass downfield. Berg giving chase to it. It's going to go out of bounds. Timberwolf throw in. And they'll drop it back again. Do the Timberwolves go far side of the pitch? And go from one side to the other. Now Hermoso has it. He made a little hole for himself. They pitch it back up, and there's a rocket right over the goal. Oh, that was a tough one. Well placed. I mean, just kind of looked like a basketball play with a screen and somebody open for a 3-footer.
Right.
A 3-pointer.
About to see Osborne come in. I'm not sure who he's coming in for.
And there is the boot, controlled by the Timberwolves. Hermoso had it for a moment. And Grady Roberts battling for it, steals it away, passes back. And Timberwolves take it right back forward now. Hill got it. Now the Timberwolves bring it up and getting right in there to break it up. Stevens. And here comes a shot, and again, up and over. And it's going to be goal kick, and coming in will be Orrin Osborne, another sophomore. And he's coming in for...
Is that Rottenberg? Can't quite see his number, but it looks like his hairstyle.
And it is. He'll get a breather, gets a hand from the fans. Berg has it midfield after the goal kick. And this goes out of bounds. Going to be Spartan throw in. 31 minutes left to go in the ball game. Spartans trail by 2. This is the second half of a doubleheader here, Spartan Sports. We had baseball, Stanwood taking on Monroe. Came up short 9-5 earlier today. And there is Berg, steals it away. Now a long pass up to Wilson. Wilson looking for Hill on the right side. That pass short. And here come the Timberwolves right back on the attack. This one booted out, and I think that was Mr. Gomez that got a foot on it. Up into the hedgerow. And be Glacier Peak throw in.
I think it'd be interesting next week to see this team and see how they set up. Coach Cruz is setting this team up right now. See how they improve next week against both Everett and Lakewood, some teams that are a little bit more their style of play.
And
3A teams to boot.
Right. Seems like you just been a murderer's row for tough teams to play for Stanwood. You've had 4A schools, Glacier Peak, Jackson. Spartans have it. Nope. Timberwolves have it on the far side. Again, this season kind of schedule's made because of geographic areas. At least that's what I was told. Sometimes I'm kind of wondering about that, but Spartans pressuring it. But that means you're playing the Lake Stevens and Glacier Peaks and Jackson High School. And Berg gets it past.
Oh, communication, guys.
Gets over to Osborne. Osborne trying to get a foot on it. And then putting a boot on his Roberts. Long sends it up for their goalie. And Mr. Hill gets close enough to look at him eyeball to eyeball there, but just a step short as their goalkeeper picks it up. Ferguson. And now we've got a penalty.
I think it's just out of bounds over there on that far side.
Okay.
But it will be the Timberwolves' ball.
You're right. Nope. It's a free kick. It was a penalty against Stanwood. I didn't see it. Kind of thought the referee just needed something to do. It's blowing that whistle. Comes the Timberwolves. Passing it back and forth. It'll be a goal kick. Of course, we can always offer to call the games from up here, and they don't allow us to do that.
Trying to save West Coast some money, but they're not willing to go that route.
It'll be a goal kick for Spartans. Carr puts a good head onto it. Rowley gets his head on it. Osborne, 3 heads in a row. And Timberwolves will control it. They'll drop it back, drop again. And the Timberwolves send it back on the attack. And a long pass. Oh, that looked like all sides. There's a crossover. Carr comes out, and this one's going to be knocked in.
That's Kim again, I think.
And that was Kim. And Stanwood fans wanting offsides, I think. It looked like it was offsides to me.
Yeah, on that initial entry.
Yeah. But that goal is in. It's 2 for Mr. Kim. So makes it a 3-0 ball game. Once you saw, now they come on the attack again to the Timberwolves. Blake putting some pressure, trying to corral him out on that far side so they can get some help. And a long boot downfield. Wilson trying to come up with it, runs over one player, and they're going to call him for a penalty.
Really?
Didn't look like it was much contact, but again, he went down. So Timberwolves quickly get the free kick going. And Hermoso, that far side, crosses it over, but stolen away. Getting in there is Standish. There's a long shot up and over the goal. 3-0 our score. Jackson High School leading Jackson Timberwolves. The Henry M. Jackson High School. Carr will be kicking the goal kick. And this will go out of bounds. Be Spartan ball. I think this is going to be Roberts throwing it in. It's up to Osborne. Osborne, long pass downfield. And goalkeeper is going to let this one roll to him. Wilson right there, just to keep him honest. And goalkeeper rolls it, and Hill steps in, almost stepped in front of that and sent it right back to the goalie. That was not well thought out by the Jackson goalkeeper. And this one, Standish knocks it again forward for a second. Here come the Timberwolves on the attack one more time. And go to the outside. There's a cross. And nobody home that time for the Timberwolves. set to come in. Spartan, it's going to be Mr. Dan Thompson.
Yes.
Trying to stretch out a little bit.
He started the match tonight because of senior nights. I get some more time here at the end.
And Spartan throw in goes off Rowley's head, and this one, another shot, and this one, ooh, up and over the goalpost.
That was a dangerous one. These guys keep on going underneath. They need to get a little more top of that ball when they're blasting. That could have been a heck of a shot by that's number 5.
That was Ramoso.
And Ramoso, we've seen him score before. And I thought that had a chance for a moment. Then it just kept on rising.
Wish my golf shots would do that.
Mm-hmm.
Timberwolves have it midfield. Come out on the attack. Oh, broken up for a moment. Wilson putting some pressure. Along with Berg. We'll try to take a break at the 20-minute mark. There's a long pass down. This could be trouble. And in right there, Mr. Gomez to break it up, and he boots it out of bounds.
I was waiting for the offsides, but I guess they timed that perfectly.
Yeah, again, we're kind of behind the play, but yeah, it looked like it could have been offsides. We might have to call Mr. Gomez the eraser. He gets back there in a hurry. And Timberwolves throw it in, and they kick it out. So it'll be Spartan throw in. This is Grady Roberts throwing it in for the Spartans. And Osborne keeps it in play. Oh, they say it went out? Wow.
Tough call. I think it's because his body was out even though he was trying to keep that ball in. So.
Look at the ball. Looked like the ball held right on the line. And coming in now will be Thompson. And
can't tell who's getting the breather. Is that Reed?
No, it's going to be Hill.
He'll hopefully get out there one more time to finish off his senior season. But Thompson's getting a chance to get some senior moments in, too.
Going to get a chance to get a breather on the bench. There's a throw in, and there's Gomez to knock it out. But I think this is going to be a corner kick for the Timberwolves on the near side. And who's kicking? Is that Ramoso? Can't see that number on the far corner. They got 2 of them there.
That's Ramosa, and can't see the number, but Ramosa has the ball.
And they just quickly really set it up. They just quickly start passing their way, and here they go. And there's a left-footed shot by Ryan Kim. He already has 1 of the 3.
I think he had the first one, too.
Yeah.
Didn't he have the last one?
He did, and we just went off the air. Come on now. Test. Why? Not responding. We're connected. You're probably watching on YouTube, so we'll keep the play-by-play going, and don't forget about trying to be engineer and play-by-play guy. Berg trying to pressure it out. And Timberwolves working on that far side. This time it's stolen away. Leo Standish getting a foot on it. And yep, it is Standish. Drops it back. Over to Stevens. Blake trying to find Wilson. Up there on the offense. Side. And see where you ball out. Sorry, I'm trying to read the computer and talk at the same time, and it's just not quite in my CSN. 18 minutes left to go in this ball game. Spartans turn it around, and we got a young man who got a little shaken up that far side, so it'll be a penalty against Stanwood. 3-0 our score. Next dead time, we will take a break, and I hope we are still on everywhere. But again, you can watch this and listen to us on YouTube. Free kick taken by the Timberwolves, and Hermoso almost had his pocket picked by Osborne. And there's a left-footed shot, and that's one of those scary ones. Andrew Chow sent an arcing shot up and over. Carr was ready for it. So it's going to be a goal kick for the Stanwood Spartans. Our score, Jackson Timberwolves 3 and the Stanwood Spartans nothing. This is Stanwood Spartan Soccer on TCSNsports.com.
Elton John, audition, take 1.
My name is Elton John.
Cut there. Little less showbiz, Elton.
My name is Elton John.
Bit more showbiz.
My name is Elton John.
Let's go for your Michael Caine impression. Just let's see what it's like.
My name is Elton John.
Beautiful. Cut there.
The more people in society that get vaccinated, the more chance there is of eradicating the national COVID pandemic. It's really important to know that the vaccines have all been through and met the necessary safety and quality standards.
So this is the bit where you're going to have the vaccine now, Elton. So
right.
Just kind of pretend that you're having the vaccine from a nurse.
Oh.
What was that, Elton?
That was me acting.
Okay. Let's cut there.
And as you can see, I'm still standing. Yeah.
Spartans throw in about the 5-yard line and goes off a Spartan head, but into the goalie's hands. Spartans had a little opportunity there. That's why we cut that break a little bit short. I would feel remiss if we were out on a break and Stanwood scored their first goal in a while here. All right, there is the ball for Spartans, and there is Standish. Passes it, drops it back to Standish. A little give and go. Then sends it down. There's a shot, and it's going to be wide of the goal.
Nice little one-touch, though, by Berg. Just couldn't get enough on it. He had the right idea. He had the goal where he wanted. He just couldn't get enough on that ball as he was trying to one-touch that. Nice send-in by Standish, though.
Coming in is going to be Herrero. Edmund Herrero, and
Is that Berg?
Yeah, Berg getting a breather. He's been running the motor hard on that offensive end. Goal kick for the Timberwolves. That's going to be controlled by the Spartans. Rowley playing up now, but Timberwolves take it back, and now they go on the attack. And they'll drop it back. Long boot downfield. Could be trouble. Gomez takes it away. He passes over to Grady. Long pass down to Wilson. Ball goes out of bounds. Going to be Spartan throw in.
Get some men down there. We need Roberts to throw that in. We don't want you throwing that in. Herrera, let somebody else throw that in. Oh, no way. They gave it to Timberwolves.
Wow. The Timberwolves have it, and
that one definitely is Stanwood. There we go.
Now T.J. Rowley's going to throw it in. He throws it up. He's got Herrera right in the middle, but a Timberwolf gets it.
Oh, nice step two by Standish there.
And we're going to have some pushing and shoving in the corner.
Is that going to be a corner, or are they calling it a goal?
We're going to call this a goal kick. Spartans are not getting any love from the referees here.
Yeah, we need to see some of that video replay. Was it VAR?
Yeah.
VBR?
Yeah. We'll work on that. Here come the Timberwolves. Grady sends it forward. And now the Timberwolves come back again. A little give and go. There's Hermoso with the left foot. Sends it up into corner, but Carr gets a hand on it and knocks it out of bounds.
I think Hermoso might have just kicked that out of bounds himself, because I think it's going to be a goal kick for Stanwood.
I like that better anyway.
He was trying to curve it away from Carr, but a little too much excitement there on that. Should just put it up in the upper corner. He wouldn't have any problems.
Referee's having a conversation with Rowley out there in the middle.
Maybe Rowley says, you need to clean your contacts?
Stanwood Vision Care. All right. Timberwolves control it after the goal kick. They come on the attack. And there's Standish. Good tackle. No whistle. Good Jill. Drop it back. Blake sends it downfield, trying to find Herrero down there. Timberwolves come back on the attack. And they'll send it rolling up to Carr, who's had a pretty good day in goal. And the shots that they have made, really no fault of Mr. Carr. Long boot. Here's Wilson. Wilson trying to get some room. Passes it up in the center. And Herrera almost got there. Ferguson came out and just beat him by half a step.
Quick counter here.
And here come the Timberwolves, and Grady Roberts boots it out, and there's a shot stopped by Roberts. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be Stanwood throw-in. This ball goes up into the shrubbery. Again, next week, our final week of the spring season, we've got Baseball Wednesday. Stanwood taking on Marysville Pilchuck, and that's always a good matchup. Spartans in Marysville and the Tommies. And then on Thursday, it's softball against Lake Stevens. Throw in, this one booted out, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Stanwood Spartans. And then we're going to just, all right, referee, and coming in is going to be Abdi and Daniels. And coming out, getting a breather,
Osborne, and then 19, Thompson.
Goal kick for the Spartans, controlled by the Timberwolves. Here they come on the attack again, but coming in and picking his pocket. Is that Blake? And Abdi passes it up over to Wilson. Wilson.
Deep drop.
Back to Stevens. To Grady. To the goalkeeper. Carr sends it down to Wilson. Timberwolves control it. They'll drop. Back. 9 minutes left to go in the ball game. Here come the Timberwolves. They launch a long shot and goes right into the backstop. And the soccer team, they'll be on the road next week. Monday they're at Everett, Wednesday at Lakewood to finish up their season. Carr with the goal kick. Gets it all up to Wilson. Timberwolves control it.
Oh, nice step, too.
And that's stolen away by Rowley. Rowley sends it forward. T.J. Rowley, another one of the seniors, many seniors on the squad. And here the Timberwolves come. And Stevens getting a foot on that one. Here come the Timberwolves. And that might have been a little extra help going out of bounds there.
It's a possibility.
And going to be a throw-in for the Timberwolves. Listen, again, that areas could be just like a corner kick, but no, they do it short. And Spartan defenders right there. Timberwolves player trying to find some room. Long pass into the corner. And that was out of bounds. I can see it from up here, not called. Now it's out of bounds. It's going to be Timberwolf throw-in. Should have been a Spartan goal kick. Timberwolves have it right in the middle. This could be problems. Now they pass it to the outside. Send it back into the center, long arc and pass, and this one, I don't know if it went off ahead, but just to the right of the goal, so it'll be a goal kick for the Stanwood Spartans. 7 minutes left to go in this ball game.
That was just some nasty-looking problems there. Thankfully, they were able to get through that.
Goal kick, short, controlled by Roberts for a second. TJ gets it up to Abdi. Back to TJ. He's on the sideline. He'll drop to Abdi. Sends it forward, but right to Hermoso of the Timberwolves. And they'll send it back, and this is going to be out of bounds. It'll be Roberts throwing in. And come the Timberwolves one more time. Hermoso on that far side launches it across the pitch.
Oh, nice
and
work
Blake
there.
Reed just stole it away. Trying to find Abdi breaking in the middle. Timberwolves control it. 3-0 our score. Here come the Timberwolves on the attack again. And there is the shot, and it's off the football goal post. And Spartans will be sending in Emmett Pedigo. He's going to come in for Herrero. Edmund Herrero.
Going to have Pedigo on top, huh? Interesting.
Yeah.
Big body up on top there.
So goal kick. Carr will be kicking the goal kick. And Abdi had this for a second. Trying to get in the outside to Herrero. Timberwolves take it. They're content to pass it around here. Drop back and out forward. Till Blake Reed comes along and steals it along with Standish. And a long pass up. Trying to find Daniels. Daniel gets double teamed and loses it. All right, there is Abdi. Abdi sends it cross. There's Daniel. Daniel, the right-hand side to Herrero. Herrero puts on the speed, and he gets just taken out.
Is that inside the penalty box or outside the penalty box?
Well, it started on the inside of the penalty box. I think Edmund Herrero ended up landing outside.
They're going to call it on the outside of the box.
Oh,
Interesting.
man.
Interesting. Oh, well.
See, I thought it was well inside, but where he landed was outside.
Is Herrero taking that? Who's taking that? Let's see here. I don't know. It's going to be, looks like it's going to be Stevens. No, that's not Stevens.
Just outside the penalty box on the right-hand side, about on the 4-yard line. So it's going to be coming in at an angle. There's a roller. That's not what Spartans wanted. And this one is going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Spartan throw-in. 3:30 left to go in the ball game. Clock will stop at the 2-minute mark. Abdi throws it in and back into Abdi. Abdi to Daniel. Pettigo battling for it. There's a shot up and over the goal, and this one is going to be have to be chased down by the goalie of Ferguson for the Timberwolves. Should have asked him to get a latte down there for me. This one went a long ways. Yeah, he's back. The goal kick, passes it to the left. And Timberwolves will send a long, long pass down there. And Mr. Gomez says, nope, I'm sending it right up into the brush for you.
Elijah Smith coming in for Herrero, it looks like.
Elijah Jr.
Herrera, probably this will be his last stroll off the pitch.
Yep.
For his senior season.
Here at Stanwood.
Get a chance to get a ovation from the crowd.
And there's the Timberwolves on the right-hand side. There's the cross. This could be trouble. And breaking it up is Abdi. Timberwolves send it back out and then try to send it forward. It's blocked. I think that was Standish who got in the way of that shot. Timberwolves do a good job of their passing on the offensive end. And Spartans keeping it forward. That was Blake getting by one player and then the second. And the Spartans trying to get one more opportunity here. Here they come. Long boot downfield.
Get down to Elijah Smith over there who just came in.
Smith's got fresh legs.
Oh.
Oh, I could see what was going in his mind. He wasn't going to get there, so might as well get the penalty. Did he get a card?
I did not see if he's got a card.
Yeah.
Hey, he might have got a red.
Uh-oh.
No.
No.
But they're making him go off here regardless. Wow.
Coming in for him is going to be Rottenberger. Clock is stopped at the 2-minute mark. Smith trying to explain to Coach Cruz what exactly his thought process was there.
He's in my way. I think it's pretty obvious.
Yeah. And sitting down further midfield. Here come the Timberwolves. There's Mr. Gomez. Stops the forward action. I'd like to see Spartans get one goal here before the end of this. Give the whole crowd fans a cheer. And now we get a penalty against the Timberwolves.
So let's send him off, huh? I think that's what the crowd's asking for.
Yeah. So going to be a free kick for Stanwood. Big boot downfield off a Spartan head, but heading the wrong direction. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Timberwolf ball, and that is it. So Stanwood Spartans come up short to the Jackson Timberwolves, lose 3-0. We'll be back with a postgame right after these words. You're listening to Spartan Soccer on TCSNSports.com. This year has been a very trying year for many in our community, including many.
riding old Betsy the Stallion, tip-tapping away at his telegraph, when blam, ran right into the side of the saloon.
Well, if Jeffro can't do it, neither should you. Don't text and drive.
Visit stoptextstoprex.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Stanwood fans giving the Stanwood Spartans a big hand. These seniors playing their last home game. And, you know, you look at this with the pandemic and how it's affected certain teams, and I really feel that it's really affected maybe the soccer team the most, because you had a group of seniors that were poised to work, and we're going to have the first season under Coach Cruz last year, and that was just shot, and so they're probably not having the